do you know, Cuse fans? After 6 years, we're going bowling. And not for dollars. Although we will get paid a little bit. Well, Cuse fans, we had a chance the week before to do it against Louisville, but somehow either we came out flat or Louisville was just a little better that day. I have to go with both of them. But we had another chance against our old friends from New Jersey. And just like I said last week, against Rutgers, I hope we weren't going to piss Cat away. But for a while, it almost seemed like we did. But the truth is, both defenses were on their game. Both Rutgers and Syracuse had pretty good defensive battles. Not a lot of offense. The only difference was that Nassib, after deciding to be indecisive at first to pass, decided to let it fly. I'm wondering if the guy who's known for doing Mr. Rogers' neighborhood in his own way, Fred Rogan, was coming up with a thing to say about that touchdown pass. Nassib goes back, just stands, just sits, and then he lets fly, and Antoine Bailey catches it. Can you say indecision? I knew you could. But that was the difference. Even if Nassib took forever to throw that touchdown pass to Antoine Bailey, serving up some Irish cream on what turned out to be the difference. And what a great late game drive by the Orange, especially the clutch running of both Bailey and DeLone Carter, who continues to move up the list on all-time running backs for the Orange, down to where Krautman puts it through to make it 13-10. And of course the Orange, a great defensive stand on the final drive to seal it. A 13-10 victory that set off probably the greatest celebration for Orange football fans in 6 years. 'Cause with that victory, we're in the bowls. And we got our things to choose from. 'Cause Syracuse is still alive as far as the Big East race. And with a win against former Orange assistant Randy Edsall and Connecticut, with this Edsall, we could paint a picture of how he decided to run up the score against us last year. And you can take that to the bank if you want to joke, but you might have to withdraw too. And the Orange might be withdrawing quite a bit of money, because if they somehow clinch the Big East, we're in the BCS. We could be going to the Fiesta Bowl to hold up the banner for the Big East. But the thing is, I'm kind of a realist. I kind of think we're going to go back to the scene of the crime, the Champ Sports Bowl. And hopefully we won't suffer a loss like we did to Georgia Tech that led to the downfall of us at first. Because we're on the upswing thanks to Doug Marrone. We could head to the Champ Sports Bowl. We could head to the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, which I think is in St. Petersburg, Florida. Or we could go to the new bowl that's in Yankee Stadium, the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. As I said, we'll have our choice of bowl games. We just have to figure out which one. And if we close the season with victories against Connecticut and Boston College, like I said, the cards fall right. We're headed to the BCS, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. And kudos to the Orange basketball team. At least this year they didn't lose to Lemoyne. They actually clobbered them. And great opening season victories against Northern Iowa and our old friends from the Roman Catholic School in Buffalo, Canisius. Although I am concerned with the way we started slowly against both teams. And for those of you who are thinking Fabricio DeMello is a one-season wonder, think again. He's showing he's still pretty raw. And I mean, in both games, he's fouled out. But he's shown flashes of it, just like 25 years ago when Ronnie Cycli came to University Hill. He was still pretty unpolished, but you could see greatness. And that's what Fabricio DeMello is right now. But what about the kid from Senegal, Keita, grabbing 15 rebounds against Canisius? He's a rebounding machine. But let's not hope he turns into another rebounding machine years ago, mainly Dennis Rodman. We don't need a showman on the hill. And you know, Jim Boeheim will put a stop to anything if anything like that happens. We're a team. And looking ahead in the next week, we got games against the team that Dick Vitale used to coach, the University of Detroit, and also William and Mary in the Legends Classic. Let's keep it going, Orange Basketball. You started off pretty good. Let's keep it rolling. We're ranked 10th, and we're going to go higher. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story. And we're going to go bowling. Strike!